Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today I am going to be working on finishing up this kitchen island project. I've already been working on the bottom portion in my recent video, so I will leave those linked down below in case you wanted to check those out. I am going to be focusing on redoing the countertop and trim work to complete the look I am going for. I really wanted that marble look in here, and I will be sharing how I did it while sticking to a budget. I was thinking about combining all of the videos I've done with the island into one video since I did have to split this makeover up into parts. I think that would be helpful in case any of you wanted to see this makeover from start to finish versus separate videos. I am starting out by priming the countertop. I did 4 coats of primer in total and I completed 2 coats on this night. I also needed to get an extra paint roller and tray, so I picked that up as well. This particular primer that I picked up was very strong. It was almost unbearable for me, so I do recommend getting a different brand of primer. The Kiehl's does a really great job, but I had to open up some windows because of the smell. I wasn't about to go spend any more money on primer, obviously, since I was sticking to a budget, so I just decided to bear with it and get it all done, and it turned out so good, y'all. The white really elevated this island, and it was exactly what I was going for. This is probably one of the best DIYs that I've ever done in our home. It just brightens up this space so much more. As I'm looking back at these clips, I completely realized that the colors are essentially flipped from the rest of the kitchen, which was completely unintentional, but I thought that was pretty interesting how it panned out that way. I always keep some baby wipes handy in case of any accidents like this one. It's always bound to happen with me. So once the first coat of primer dried, I went ahead and started working on the second coat, and this is where you are really going to start seeing a big difference. It is now the next day and I am working on getting the third coat of primer on. I'm also going to be working on the baseboard trim. I ended up getting 2 of the 9x16 inch by 3 1/4 inch baseboards from Lowe's, and they were $12.48 a piece. I really didn't have the right saw on hand to cut them correctly, and I totally didn't do enough research on cutting baseboards, so that part didn't work out for me. I definitely learned my lesson, and I am going to fix my errors, which you will see shortly, but I wanted to include this and bring y'all along with me because every project isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be things that aren't going to work every time, and ultimately I take it as me learning something new along the way, and I can show you what works for me and what didn't work for me. Here I am sanding the edges of the baseboards to get them smooth before painting them. Also, these are the primed baseboards as well, so I didn't have to prime them. They already come primed. I figured I could just sand them on the carpet and just vacuum everything up when I got done. Here is how the countertop is looking after getting the primer done. I am so happy with the white. I think it turned out really good. I am using the same paint color as the rest of the island. This is a Soft Panther by Valspar, and I'm just going to paint these baseboards so they can be drying in the background. Alright, now that the primer is dry, I'm going to be using acrylic paint to get that marble look. These were only $1 and some change at Walmart. I mixed together dark granite and granite gray, and I just made random lines all over the countertop. And when you first start it, it's going to look like you just ruined your countertop, but I promise that once you begin going in with some more white to help blend it all in, it's going to start coming together. And also keep in mind that when people do marble, they make the lines move freely on their own, and that's what really gives it a realistic look. There were some spots here and there where I had to make some adjustments on, which was super easy to do with the acrylic paint. I thought I could use this Scotch-Brite sponge to help dab the white primer on top of the acrylic since I didn't have the handheld wand that went with it. But that did not work very well because it was too rough. I just ended up using a baby white, which worked pretty good. You want to wait until the acrylic dries before you wash it out. I think washing it out a little with the primer helped it to kind of flow better with the countertop. I decided to connect this line with this one, so I'm waiting on this to dry to kind of blot it out to match the rest of it. And I also added a little bit here to kind of make it look more realistic. But oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so happy with this. I just have to wait for it to dry. Alright, I don't know if I'm liking the gold now because of the white countertop, and also I have no other gold accents in my kitchen at all. I have a black dishwasher, I have a black stove, so I'm thinking I need to change the hardware to black. Y'all let me know what you think. I was really hoping that the gold would work, but I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Y'all let me know. Oh goodness, let me see if I have another roller. I got this one. It's got a little dirt on it though. I might need to use, that's too big I think. Got some spackling. Got this one. Alright. I have another tray, but I'll have to put a plastic bag in here because this one is dusty a little bit. So I really need everything clean when working with that polyacrylic. So that's what I'm going to do. The sky is so crystal blue. So beautiful. Alright, let's get back to painting. This is the polyacrylic. You want to make sure you get clear gloss. I ended up doing 3 coats of the polyacrylic. It says on the back of it that 3 coats is recommended. I believe this was around $17 or $18 for the can. Funny story though, I placed the order for this with Lowe's online, and when I went to pick it up, I didn't know that I ordered the pint size instead of the quart size, and the can I ordered was way too small and not enough for this project. So I actually spent a little more than I wanted to, but that is okay because I have waited a really long time to redo my countertops, and I have extra to do more counters in my kitchen if I wanted to. Now that the baseboards were dry, I went ahead and attached them to the island using a brad nail gun. I shouldn't have brad nailed them in, honestly, because this was where I made the mistake of not measuring correctly and didn't cut the baseboard edges the way they should have been cut, and it left gaps on every corner. I think I was just so excited to get it done that I didn't take the corners into consideration. So now I do have to redo it the right way, but adding the baseboards to the island and not having those batten strips made this space look so much better, in my opinion. And once I get the baseboards looking right, it's really going to make the kitchen look so beautiful. I have had a lot of you guys ask me if we are going to be getting baseboards, and I am on a mission to get that completed in my home. It's not going to happen overnight, but I will be taking you guys along with me as I work room by room. I really loved doing this makeover, and I think this is just a super budget friendly idea to transform any countertop in your home. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like for me and subscribe if you are new. I would love to have you join this community. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.